Hello my fellow bats. So, as I'm sure all of you or many of you or not know, Lethal Cosmetics has recently come out with a new exciting collection called the Hive collection. So it's a collection of eyeshadows and liquid lipsticks. I ordered the eyeshadow palette and it finally came in. I am super excited to go over it with you guys. I'm really interested to see how these eyeshadows perform given my last experience with their eyeshadows. Granted, I didn't try every single eyeshadow of theirs, but yes. If you know my blog, if you read my blog post, then you know what I'm talking about. I will link the blog post down below for you guys if you haven't read it, but that was basically my first time ordering from them and trying their products and some of their products, and yeah, I just tell you how it went, what was great, what was not so great. So yeah, but this video is dedicated to the eyeshadow palette, the Hive collection eyeshadow palette. And so this actually was like that, but yeah, so I'm just gonna go through this with you guys. I'm gonna do swatches. I purposely have avoided watching other videos about this palette. They are vegan and cruelty free and based in Berlin, Germany, which I love. So yeah, I'm super excited. I guess I should just stop rambling and let's just jump right on into it. Okay, so when I opened it, this is what it looked like. I really like this. This is cool. And I love this picture that they took. This is amazing. This is really great. And I like how it has the names of each of the shades on the back. But so you open it, and then this is the palette. I guess. This is what it looks like. I love how sleek and clean and simple this is. It's just gorgeous. Open it. Ooh. Ignore what's in the mirror. Conform only to your own standards. It's smaller than I thought it would be, but that's okay. And then unfold the paper. Get all this stuff. So the really cool thing about this is that you get to arrange it however you want. I think that's so cool. I don't know if I would like that like for every palette that I ever bought, but I really like that in this case. It's so cool. Okay. Ooh, I'm excited. Don't even know, like, I might just follow this. I don't know. Okay, so since this arm is tattooed, I guess I will just use this arm. I'm gonna be doing both finger swatches and swatches with a brush, because most of the time, I know a lot of people do swatches with their fingers, which is okay, but in my opinion that's not necessarily 100% like truthful or accurate, because you don't apply eyeshadow onto your, you know, eyelids with your fingers most of the time. Most of the time you're using a brush, so I think it would be better to swatch things with a brush. So actually I think I'm gonna arrange them in here first, and then I'm gonna do swatches. I'm gonna do Nymph, and I'm gonna arrange these like how they are in the palette, that way I know like what's what, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna put, oh gosh, how do I do this? Nymph. Ooh. It says you found a secret area. So this is what Nymph looks like. I feel like things like this, as well as like the, you know, what these say on the inside, and then these things, what they say, like cute little things like that, as well as like being able to just design or put together your own palette, I think that says a lot about like how much they consider or take into account their customer. Like they seem like the brand to take care of their people, if that makes sense. Yay! Okay, so this is how I arranged my palette. Oh gosh, I just want to try all of them. Yay! Okay, now time for swatches. So I'm just gonna go in the same order as I did before. Okay, so I have a makeup wipe to wipe off my fingers once it gets to be a little too much. Okay. The setup I have going here is interesting. Okay. Guys, this video is already long enough. That went way longer than I thought it would or intended it to. So overall, they're great. I think most of their matte eyeshadows still need some work because that was an issue I had with the first matte eyeshadows of theirs that I ordered. They weren't really all that great. They were very much patchy and powdery. These ones are a little better for the most part. There's a couple that didn't do so well. If you want to apply one of their metallic shimmery shades, I would highly recommend doing so with your fingers because that's where you get the most payoff. Otherwise, you maybe could try concealer and packing it on top of the concealer. That might work as well. So I think I'm gonna use this to help me, and I'm just looking at my arm. But I think the best performing the best performing eyeshadows for both finger and brush swatches were, let me see, Symbiosis, Spawn, Rebirth, Nocturnal, and Habitat, and maybe Equilibrium, but it's kind of, yeah, iffy. But I'm kind of sad because Ephemeral doesn't really show up on my skin tone that well, so I do apologize for that. But I think the worst performing eyeshadows would be Cycle and Recluse. Unfortunately, because Recluse is a gorgeous color, I'm sure you can make it work, especially if you use concealer, but yeah. So yeah, like I said, I will do a look using this palette, a look or 2 or 3, using this palette in another video, since this video was long enough. Thanks for sticking with me for this long. Definitely give them a try if you haven't, because you can buy these eyeshadows as singles as well if you don't want to get if you don't want to do it this way. They are great. I really do appreciate the fact that they are cruelty free and vegan. Well, I don't really care whether or not something's vegan, but I do care about the cruelty free part. So there's that. That's great. And also the fact that they are based in Berlin, Germany is just a plus, like +3 for me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.